Hi guys, so today's video is going to be on what are some of your best qualities. And we have 4 piles, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take a minute to get in touch with your intuition and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. I want to apologize about my little baby whining in the background. She's whining because my other dog is having her puppies right now, so she's a little upset that she can't be part of that. And my Skype link is in the description box below if you guys would like to set up a personal reading. I do offer personal readings as well. My PayPal link is in the description box below if you'd like to leave a donation for me. And my Amazon wish list is also down there if you'd like to get me something on there. I would be very appreciated, and I love you all for doing what you have done in the past as well. And we're going to get started with pile 1. So for pile 1, I feel like you are a very free spirit. Somebody who really is very joyful, very happy, very positive, very abundant and fertile. Somebody who really just flies in your own direction and doesn't really stay stuck in the drama or the hurt and pain, but is able to free yourself. Somebody who's very much in the spotlight, is very strong, very admirable, and a leader. Somebody that is once again a leader. This also has 1993 on it, and it's from Mexico. You are somebody who really has a way with being able to spot and take down snakes as well. You know, people who aren't for your highest good. Somebody who's really able to liberate yourself from people like that. You are somebody who has a lot of heart and a lot of passion and a lot of fire. Somebody who may be somewhat, I don't want to say two-faced necessarily, but somebody who really has two sides to them. And somebody that can be very different depending on the day, depending on who you're around, depending on what's going on and what situation you're facing. Somebody who may even have been healing a lot of themselves. You may actually have multiple personality disorder as well if you pick this pile. You are somebody who really is very different from other people in some way. Those differences make you very beautiful. We have the whale and we have the shark. Yeah, here's kind of that duality again. You're somebody very kind, very compassionate, very loving, very open-hearted, very motherly. Somebody who really loves people unconditionally and is very deep and emotional and sensitive. But at the same time, sometimes those sensitivities come out in very negative ways. So looking at ways to heal any past hurt or pain and bring an acceptance to your entire self would really help. You have a very strong shadow and light side, and you really can use both of these to your advantage as well. You're somebody who may hold in a lot of things and may not express them till they boil over. So if you are holding back a lot of what needs to be expressed, doing some sort of throat chakra meditation may help you to be able to express things more in a calm manner and more of an upfront manner, so you don't have to hide them behind some other facade, you know, and then they end up coming up really as very bad ones later. But you're somebody very sharp, very intelligent, very persistent, somebody who goes after what they want, somebody who could be a little predatory in some ways, somebody who's very mysterious, very knowledgeable, very knowing, somebody who's very connected to the divine, to your guides, to the messages you receive, and you really listen to your intuition. You're very intuitive, you're very knowing. You may be somebody who has a lot of chaotic thoughts going on in your mind on a regular basis, a lot of warring between different parts of yourself, but you have really put in a lot of effort to learn and grow from these things and to overcome a lot of this as well. And you really put a lot of effort into studying so that you can overcome the obstacles that may come with your mind or your mental. There may even be some mental health issues here, or like I was saying before, split personality disorder, things like that. And you've really put in a lot of effort to work on these, to learn about these things, and to grow and to understand yourself better as well, and to free yourself from your mind. Because a lot of times you may get stuck in a prison of your own mind, but you are very intuitive as well, and you know that it's a prison of your own mind, and you work really hard to free yourself because you understand that it's not anyone else's fault but yours. And so you always make sure to take care of your own messes and clean your own messes, and you've been working really hard to overcome a lot of obstacles. You are an amazing mother. So if you're a mother, you're really a great mother. You are and if you're not a mother, you're somebody who's very just loving, nurturing, caring, understanding, somebody who understands people need to go on their own journeys sometimes and gives them the freedom to do so, but is also very caring and kind and loving when they come home as well. I'm sorry my walls are so hard to scale. You know your worth and you refuse to settle for less. So sometimes you might feel a little bit guilty that other people have to work so hard to get behind your self-protection mechanisms, but a lot of that is because you know your worth and you refuse to settle for less. And that really is an amazing quality, to know your worth and to refuse to settle for less. You may even be an amazing mother to yourself, because maybe your mother wasn't as good of a mother as you could have had, and maybe that's why you strive so hard to be a great mother. Stubborn, strong, and resilient, unstoppable, and unbreakable. You are very straightforward. You don't sugarcoat. It can hurt, but when people want honesty, you are the first one they ask. So you're somebody very honest, very direct, very straightforward, blunt sometimes, but somebody very stubborn, strong, resilient, somebody who is very unbreakable and unstoppable. It doesn't matter what you face or what you go through or what drama or conflicts are surrounding you. You are able to break out of those things and work through those things. So that's what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear if this resonated with you and if this felt like these were some of your best qualities, and I hope that you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. So for pile 2, we have this death card here. I feel like you are somebody very, very transformative, and you may not even look like you're somebody that transformative up front. People may not realize just how much transformation you bring into their life, but upon closer inspection, you can really see just how much you bring to the light and just how much you bring that transformation energy with you. You are somebody who transforms a lot yourself as well, somebody who really has died off in a lot of different ways and came back renewed, refreshed as somebody else, and not really as somebody else, but as a different part of yourself or a different side of yourself. Just a second. You're somebody who really enjoys vacations as well. You may enjoy traveling. You really are somebody who just likes to enjoy the moment and go with the flow. Somebody who really is very deep and emotional and sensitive, but it may be very walled up behind a protection layer as well. You are somebody very lucky, you may even believe in superstitions as well. Somebody very lucky though, abundant, fertile, somebody who really brings a lot of change and is very changeable, adaptable, flexible. Somebody, who really sheds their old skins and manifests brand new, bright beginnings when things end. And you are somebody who is very capable of doing that. Somebody who really is very observant as well. Somebody who is very watchful, very protective. Somebody who can even be seen sometimes as predatory in some ways. Somebody who you may sit back and watch and wait and observe to understand things at a deeper level. And you are somebody who really has had a lot of emotional healing in recent times. Somebody who has transformed massively in their life or in their spiritual habits or ways or what you practice, maybe even. and your beliefs. We have the Strength card, the Star card, the Tower card, and Justice. So you're somebody very fair, very balanced, who really likes things to be fair as well. Somebody who is very transformative again, and somebody who may have had even their whole life fall apart around them, and it could have been a karmic situation that you faced. You may have incurred some karma and everything fell apart, and you are building it back up, and you are very hopeful. You have found a lot of emotional strength and courage deep within yourself because of this situation that you've faced as well, and you really have been able to overcome a lot of the trauma in your life and find peace and balance in your emotions even in the hardest of times. And you've really found that that peace and balance comes from within yourself and is always there for you to call upon. You have a lot of strength of character and a lot of strength in your disposition. You're a very courageous person, somebody who's very hopeful, who has a lot of faith and belief, and somebody who, even though you tap into your emotions, you're able to keep this stability and balance about you as you do. You may even be in the spotlight or in public view a lot as well, and you are somebody who really wishes and dreams for things to play out in a fair and balanced way. You may even fight for justice in a lot of ways. You may work in the military, you may work in government, you may work in the justice system, or you may work as a social worker, things like that. You could even work as an influencer of some sort. I'm kind of feeling the influencer a little bit more, even if that's just in the close relationships you have. You are always grateful no matter how life looks. Everything is as it should be, no worries, you are on the right path. You have a way with written words, know your power, possibly an automatic writer. You are a beacon of hope for all around you. Seeing visions in your mind, you know the truth in what you find, clairvoyance. So you could be somebody who has a very high psychic level, and you may really see things that are going to happen, even if it's not in full-on visions. You really know when something's going to happen, and usually your predictions are very right. You may see things in your dreams as well. You are somebody who's a beacon of hope and a beacon of light, and you are like this bright shining light in the dark for other people, and you're really grateful no matter what your life is looking like in that moment. You are always very grateful for everything that you have. You know that everything is as it should be. You know that everything that happens was meant to happen, and you really aren't worried because you know that you are on the right path in your life, because you can see it and you trust it and you know it. And you really may also be an automatic writer as well. You have a very high power with your words that you write. You are somebody who can really bring change and transformation to this world through your writing. So that's what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear if this fit in the comments below with you or your situation, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope that you have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. So for pile 3, I'm going to grab something really quick. Excuse my house. It's kind of a mess. So, pile 3. You may be somebody who may be able to communicate with the other side. You may be a medium, and you may receive messages from the afterlife. You may have also had somebody who passed away in your life as well. Cardinals are very symbolic of messages from the other side and of a very high, strong connection to the spiritual realm. Thanks for going above and beyond, save and redeem. Great job. So you may be somebody who really tries very hard to help others and may be a very good person who really does a lot for humanity or just for other people in general. Somebody that really puts in a lot of effort to help and to be there for others. You may be somebody who is very invested in freedom and justice and liberty. Somebody that, this has 1942 on it as well, that may be significant to you in some way. Yeah, you could really be somebody very invested in liberty and justice and freedom. You may be somebody who really has a very strong sense of hope for the future as well. We have the drowned man. So you may be somebody who really at times can get very drowned in your emotions, or you may have gone through something that was very painful that caused you a lot of pain and hurt and heartache. You may have even lost a loved one, like we were talking about before. But you are somebody who is very emotional, very sensitive, very deep. Somebody who is coming into alignment in your life as well. Somebody who is really starting to notice some of the patterns of the past and change them for the better. Somebody who really can sting others when you get upset. When you get upset, it's like a big fat tsunami hit people. And you know, there are good sides and bad sides of being a very sensitive person, and some of those bad sides you're still working on bringing into alignment. But you're very stable, very strong, very down to earth, humble, very stubborn, very stuck in your ways, maybe even traditional. Somebody that's very solid and stable, though, as well. Somebody who is very emotionally fulfilled in and of yourself. Somebody who may even want to take action to repair some solid connections in your life after not paying attention to them or not noticing how amazing they were in your life in the past. So you may have been a little selfish in the past, and you may have, you know, just not noticed other people and the help they were giving you because of the pain that you were in. But you are somebody who may get dissatisfied or bored easily. Somebody that likes to change things, likes to move, likes to grow. Somebody who is finally finding that emotional fulfillment within yourself, and is knowing and understanding that that's where it comes from, and it doesn't come from anything outside yourself. You may even seem like a wish come true to someone in your life, and you may not be noticing it. But you are somebody very passionate, very action-based, somebody who likes to maybe even travel or move around a lot, somebody who likes to take action according to your passions as well, somebody who has a lot of drive and ambition, somebody who may really enjoy messaging people as well, somebody who's very solid, stable, caring, nurturing, humble, down to earth, somebody very grounded, somebody who may even have a lot on the physical level, whether that be caring connections and family and close ones and loyalty and long-lasting situations. But it could also be that you have a lot of money, family money, or a big inheritance or something like that. I don't think that would be your best qualities, though. But you're somebody who's very caring, very nurturing, very loyal, very steadfast. You never give up, especially on those that you love. Have patience with yourself. Grieving takes time, and it isn't easy, nor is it always pretty. So in losing what you lost in the past, you may have had to go through a lot, and you may even still be going through a lot. But never give up on yourself, and never give up on those that you love. You are somebody who is very beautiful underneath all the pain that you're going through. You have many acquaintances, but only a few close friends. I think about a future between us. It's still just a dream, but I hope one day it will become true, or will be more. So your best qualities is you really think about the future with the people that are in your life that you care about. You really don't have a whole lot of people that are in your inner circle. You only have a couple very close people to you, and you always think about a beautiful future. You may even think about a beautiful future with some of the people that are in your outer circle and not your inner circle, and you hope for it to be more, but you just can't let them in at this moment yet. You're somebody who is grieving, though, and you never give up. Even through all this grief and pain and heartache and hurt that you have felt, you never give up. Remember to have patience with yourself, and remember to be proud of yourself for all your hard work. So that's what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear if this resonated in the comments below, or what you might be going through as well. And I hope that you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 4. For pile 4, I think you might be somebody who might be in a fair amount of pain. You might be somebody who really feels like you're the odd one out, like you're unloved or unworthy. You may be hurting in some way in the heart, but you've really been coming into a lot more happiness, a lot more youthful play and laughter and fun, and there also might be something coming towards you love-wise, because when a ladybug lands on you, a lot of times it can mean that love is headed your way as well. You're somebody who really needs a vacation or really enjoys taking vacations. You may really enjoy building and growing things as well. You may really enjoy plants as well. We got a lot of plants here. You may be somebody who might be transforming. You may be ending cycles of wearing a mask for others to make them happy, because like I said, you might have been feeling unloved or unworthy in the past, but you're starting to come out of that, and you're really starting to have this transformation. You're really starting to end the cycles of the past and have this brand new beginning. This is also from 1996 and has Queen Elizabeth II on it, and it's from New Zealand. So you're somebody that may be very prominent in the lives of others around you as well. You could be somebody in a very high position or in a position of power as well. Remember to be sure that you're using that position of power in a good way and not abusing that position of power. You might be very stern, very rigid, very solid, very stable, somebody who really wants to do the best thing for all involved in the situation. But then again, you can have two sides as well. You can be somebody who's very rigid, very stubborn, very hard-headed, very authoritative, and you can really, sometimes overstep those boundaries and abuse your power. But you are somebody who is very powerful, very strong, very solid, very stable, very loyal, somebody who's very protective and caring of those that you love. We have the deer, and we have the swan. So you can also be somebody very compassionate, very loving, kind, nurturing, but somebody who might be a little bit timid or shy, somebody that is very deep emotionally and loving and nurturing and intuitive and caring, but you may hide that behind a mask of strength and like you're this big giant rock. Allowing yourself to feel and be more emotional like you truly are within, and to show that to the world outside yourself, is really going to help. And you may be somebody who really looks in the mirror and examines things within yourself, or you may be starting to look in the mirror and examine things within yourself. I think that's what a lot of it is you're starting to look within the mirror and examine things within yourself and understand what has brought you to the place that you are now. You're somebody very graceful, elegant, classy, somebody who really is very stand-up, somebody who always looks put together, somebody who is just always very beautiful looking, like a beautiful, perfect picture or work of art. And that's why I'm saying that I think you're coming out of a lot of this and removing that mask a little bit more and allowing people to see the true you and the vulnerable depths of you. We have the Four of Pentacles. You may be very guarded as well, and that's why. You're guarded because of something that happened in the past, something that hurt your heart. You may even be a little possessive and controlling at times as well because of those things. But you are seeing things clearly now, and you're wanting to take action. You're wanting to take action to express the messages that you may be receiving, the downloads, the new thoughts, the new ideas, new awarenesses that may be coming to you. You're somebody who communicates very effectively as well. You may even receive messages from your guides, from your ancestors, your angels, your divine power, God, whoever it is that you talk to and communicate with. I think that you receive a lot of those messages and downloads, and that you may guard a lot of those instead of expressing them to the people around you, which would be a little better. And it might be because you're trying so hard to please everyone else around you instead of doing the things that are best for you. You are somebody who's very solid, hardworking, stable, strong, somebody who is a little slow moving, but somebody who really makes sure that they know everything they're doing and does things in the right way. Somebody that really wants to do the right thing and really wants to be a stand-up person. Somebody who is really learning a lot more self-love recently as well. And you are very filled with this love and this light and this happiness, and you spread this out to the people around you, or at least you are coming into this energy of spreading this out to the people in front of you, of taking action on your more emotional side, your more loving, feminine, nurturing, caring, kind, compassionate side, and leaving behind any thoughts or judgments of others about your actions or the way that you want to live your life. You think outside of the box, and it solves a lot of problems. Grief and pain are normal, but you are not alone. Reach out to others. Yeah, see, you need to really show people what's within yourself and know that you can be loved even in your pain, even in your vulnerability. Someone who once doubted you will know what's up. Be humble in this power shift. So yeah, don't turn into that authoritarian ruler. Don't turn into that person who is possessive or controlling or harsh and judgmental. Allow yourself to see and understand that they were in pain too when they were doing this. Overcoming all the challenges has been tough, but will be well worth it. People are starting to think and talk of you in a very good way. Your belief in yourself and others inspires people to reach higher. So you're somebody who really believes in yourself, you really believe in others, and you really express this belief as well. And it really inspires others to watch you go through what you've been through and to be able to stand so tall and to be able to keep yourself together so well. You really are very humble as well. I feel like you are a very humble person naturally, at your nature, at your core. So don't allow other people and their opinions to cause you to jump into something that is not who you really are. You really come up with a lot of great ideas, a lot of great inventions possibly even, and you're somebody who's really able to just overcome anything that comes your way. And it's been tough, but it'll be well worth it to have this quality, to be able to overcome challenges and to be able to be flexible and adaptable. There's a lot of people really that really think and talk very highly of you. They really appreciate you and love you. So if you have something going on, make sure that you reach out to them. And it was 2727 when I looked at the clock a second ago, so you may want to look up angel number 27 as well. But you're somebody who's on a divinely guided path to finding balance within yourself, maybe even balance in your partnerships, balance in your relationships. And you're somebody who has the effective leadership and communication skills to be able to have this balance in your life. So believe in that and know it. That's what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear if this resonated with you or who you are in the comments below, and I hope that you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye bye, guys.